And good afternoon. Welcome to the Highlander Activity Center. High school girls basketball here tonight from the Hack as Valley City gets ready to take on the Kindred Vikings. Junior varsity game set to go first. And then our varsity game coming up here at around 7 o'clock tonight. Should be a fun atmosphere, a fun night. Kindred always travels well. And, of course, this game has large implications with the postseason. We'll talk more about that coming up in our varsity pregame show. Highlanders have Kinley Suffolcool on the floor, along with Sky Nielsen, Kinsey Glant, Rylan Johnson, and Katie Coca will be the five on the floor for the Highliners. Matt Nielsen, Tommy Bergen, Kirk Olson, our officials. Ooh, dark blue numbers on a blue jersey. It might be a little difficult to see. We'll try to pick up those Kindred numbers here for the JV game. And it is Highlander ball to start things off. Pass intercepted, intended to go for Rylan Johnson on the baseline, and it was picked up by Lila Kittleson. Down court pass a little bit too far for Emma Mathias to get to. Goes out of bounds. Turnover gives the ball over to Valley City. Kindred, the Vikings, Tennille Bacco, Ashley Farnhorst, the coaches. Normally Danny Saunders, but I don't see Danny on the bench right now. And Danny Saunders, the assistant coach. Down low, Nielsen, shot up, good. Pass inside to Coca, and Nielsen gets the scoring underway for Valley City. A half minute gone here in the first quarter. A full court press here by the Highliners. Near side, bringing it up, Mallory Keller. Stops at half court, ball tipped, stolen by Suffolcool. Glant lobbing it inside, Coca, layup, good. Coca with the bucket, off the assist from Glant, and the Highlanders lead 4-0. Passing near side, Mathias, then the half-court trap, and we've got a jump ball. Kate Odegaard was tied up. The ball goes over to, or stays with Kindred. Kate Odegaard, Mallory Keller, Lila Kittleson, and Mathias on the floor here for the Vikings, along with Ivy Trenbeth. Onto the near side, Keller, just off the left elbow. Turns, gives it back, runner up in the lane, off the glass for two by Mathias. 4-2, Valley City, down court, Suffolcool. Pass, knocked and stolen. Steal back to the lane for the Vikings. Kittleson comes across the half-court line. She lost it to Coca, picked up by Glant. Kinsley comes across, nearly traveled, got it off to Coca. Back up top to Glant, near side, Johnson. Ryland down low, Nielsen off the glass, no. Gets her own rebound, back up and off the mark, and the rebound is controlled here near side by Keller. Vikings back to the way, chance to tie, and out of bounds. 6:14 to go in the quarter. 4-2 Valley City leading in the first quarter of our junior varsity matchup between Valley City and Kindred. Second go-around for these teams this year. Into the front court, Glant to Suffolcool. Back to Glant up top. She goes back up to Suffolcool. Skip past Johnson, left to the lane. Gives it back off to Glant. Up top, Suffolcool. Dribble drive, right of the lane. Into the lane to Nielsen. Shot, no foul called. And that will send Sky Nielsen to the line. I think I don't know if I called her Kaylee or not on her first possession. But Kaylee is dressed on the bench, as we mentioned. Possibility of maybe getting a little bit of JV time and just testing out that knee. Free throw up by Nielsen's good. Sky with 3. Five, 2 Highliners. Second free throw by the righty is on the way. Good. 4 for Nielsen. 6-2 advantage to the Highliners. With that full court press. Kittleson, tip, stolen. Nielsen picks up the loose ball. Coca to Suffolcool. Then Suffolcool has it knocked away. That should be a violation as Keller knocked it away, then stepped out of bounds, and she can't be the first to come back and get it. So it will go over to Valley City with 5:45 remaining in the quarter. Highlanders up by 4, 6-2. Junior varsity action. Here's Suffolcool up high. Here to the near side, Coca. And to Johnson, baseline, saves it from going out of bounds, then went off the hands and out of bounds off of Odegaard. And so it will be Valley City maintaining possession, and somehow the clock didn't run during that possession. And bounds is tipped. Far side, we're going to get a pump jump ball. Possession arrow to Valley City. So the Highlanders will get the inbounds on the far sideline. Inbounds into the corner, Nielsen. Johnson to Suppacool. Three-pointer Glant, rims out. Rebound, grabbed by Coca. Tried to outlet it, and it was knocked away and stolen. Vikings come back the other way. In the backcourt. They're on the near side. Comes Kittleson. Onto the far corner. Trenbeth. Ivy kicks it off. Actually, that was Ivy with the ball now. Now back up top. Dribble drive, Mathias. Far side, off the fingertips and out of bounds. So the turnover gives the ball back to Valley City. Here the near side, Coca. Nielsen down low, off the glass, nope. And Sky's going to go to the line and get a couple of free throws here. That foul going to be called on Odegaard. That'll be her first, second team. Nielsen at the line, shooting 2. 2 for 2 at the line, 4 points. Good on the first. Odegaard and Trenbeth out. And the second free throw is up for Nielsen. Good. Sky gets a couple of them. She's got 6 of her team's 8 points. 8-2, Valley City. Ball tipped, stolen by Coca. Then a little bit behind Leak. Bryn goes back and retrieves. Out of the near side, Glant. Back up top, Coca. Three-pointer from there. Front rim short. Rebound grab by the Vikings. Ball loose on the floor, and the Vikings will control. Keller, far side. And we've got an offensive or a foul called here on Ryland Johnson. That'll be number 1 on Ryland. First team foul. With 4:31 to go here in the first quarter. 8-2, Valley City. On the baseline. Bringing in near corner. Mathis lost it. Control. Out of bounds. It'll go over to Valley City. Highlanders will bring the ball off the floor with Leak. Bryn, far side, Glant. Back here to Leak. Underneath, Johnson gets it out to Nielsen in the lane. Sky back onto the wing. Leak, three-pointer left side, hits the rim. And the rebound is grabbed by Kittleson. Outlet, stolen back by Leak. Gets it out to Nielsen. Nielsen goes strong in and 2. Sky with a bucket inside. She's got 8 of her team's 10. 10-2 Valley City. Halfway through this first quarter. Keller, ball stolen there by Glant. Picked up by Coca. Layup good. And we are going to get a timeout by Coach Baco and the Vikings. 12-2, Highlanders with the 10-point lead with 3 minutes and 54 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. This is a 30-second timeout. We're back with more Highlander girls basketball, JV style, on the Highlander Activity Network. Rain, can you have Danica? We talked about it before, but she must have forgotten. As we come out of the timeout, Valley City leading 12-2, an 8-0 run here for the Highlanders. Inbounds in the backcourt. Trenbeth, far side, and bringing it up is Kittleson. And we've got a foul called on Valley City. That's going to be called against Mariah Freeze. That's going to be the first on Freeze, second team foul. So inbounds on the sideline. Brought in. Stopped. Kittleson driving to baseline. Lost the handle. Into the hands of Nielsen. Back come the Highlanders. Nielsen pass to Freeze. Freeze on the far wing. Double team there. Mariah trying to get up top. Did to Leak. Saved it from going half court. Now back to Freeze. Freeze near side to Leak. Bryn underneath. Peterson high off the glass. Nope. Menora's going to get a couple of free throws here. Foul's going to be called on Lila Kittleson. That'll be her first, third team foul. And Nora Peterson at the line, shooting 2. Free throw up and off the mark. Another one to go. Keller back in the lineup here for the Vikings. Free throw on the way. Back iron, a little too hard. And the ball grabbed there by Keller. Back the other way come the Vikings, and that one goes off of Keller's hands, and the turnover. Now they give it right back over to Valley City. Here's the freeze to Leak. Entry pass, Nielsen. Over to Coca. Try to go quickly underneath. The ball intended there for Peterson. Stolen away. Back to the way comes Odegaard. Odegaard's pass. High pass, but grabbed by Keller. Back here in the near wing. And the ball knocked. There's a block and out of bounds. Inbounds here in the corner. Highliners, Odegaard and Freeze tied up. Possession to Kindred. 2:54 to go here in the first quarter. Inbounds brought in underneath. Into the lane. Right hand, Odegaard, good. Gate Odegaard with a bucket. 12-4, Valley City. Here's Glant into the front court, lobbing it near side. Peterson. Nora gets it to Freeze. Back to Glant, top of the key. Swings it off to Leak. Freeze on the baseline. Right side, onto the wing. Glant. Dribbling back in. Ball over to a quick shot there by Freeze off the right baseline. Nope. Nielsen rebound back up and off the mark. It's off the back iron. And rebound controlled, and a travel violation called there on Kindred after grabbing the rebound. Inbound will be on the baseline here for Valley City. Glant will trigger it in. Brings in to the cutter Nielsen. Up, shot, no. Rebound for Nielsen, back up, no. And a foul call. That foul's going to go against the Vikings. Maddie's going to pick up the personal foul. We have the scorebook that has first names but not last names for Kindred. And so I apologize if I'm not giving last names, but I'll give their first names. Free throw good by Nielsen. When there's no C squad, they bring about 15, 20 players. C squad JV combined. Second free throw good. It is 14-4 Valley City. Ball loose on the floor. Loose ball picked up by Glant. Over to Freeze. Mariah layup good. Foul. Count it. She'll go to the line. And Freeze has an old-fashioned three-point play opportunity coming up. And a foul going to be called on Trendbreath. That will be her first. Fourth team. Free throw good. Freeze completes the three-point play. Valley City on top, 17-4. Steele, layup, Nielsen, good. And the Highliners all up 19-4. This is their biggest lead. Pressure in the backcourt for Valley City. Odegaard up ahead. Matthias, layup, good. Keller. Mallory with her first two. 19-6, Valley City. Glant, Peterson off Nora's hands. She retrieves. Gets it up to Freeze. Back up top to Glant. Swings it far side. Leak. Dribble drive. Leak on the wing. Peterson up top to Glant. Glant gets it off to Freeze. Step back three. Left corner off the rim. Rebound grab by Peterson. Nora goes back up with it and dropped it through. Nora Peterson with the putback. 21-6 Valley City. Here's the skip pass up top. Ball knocked away and stolen by Matthias and knocked away by Freeze. Loose ball back up top. Three-pointer Odegaard. Back iron too hard. Rebound off the hands of Glant into the hands of Freeze. Here's Freeze to the corner. Leak, three-pointer, right side, hits the front of the rim. Grabbed there by Peterson. Her shot comes up a little bit short. Grabbed by Freeze. Mariah with the putback for two. She's got 5. Highlanders up 23-6. Final 30 seconds here of the quarter. Here's another steal. Leak has it knocked away from behind. Matthias grabs the loose ball, starts up the floor for the Vikings. Back up top of the key. On the high elbow, Odegaard. Ball knocked away. Jumper taken by Matthias Snow. The rebound, Nielsen had it, and Glant will control. Ginsey starts up the floor. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Pass to Freeze. Mariah stopped right of the lane. Shot short. Rebound underneath. Grabbed there by the Maddie. Maddie gets it up ahead. Matthias' shot no, and that is the end of the first quarter. Your score at the end of one quarter of play. It's Valley City 23 and Kindred 6. We're back with more Highlander girls basketball here from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. As we start things here in quarter number 2, Valley City leading 23-6, 7:48 to go in the quarter. Here's the near wing, Suffolk, three-pointer. That had been partially deflected by one of the Vikings, and they come back to the way. Down court pass, nice catch on the run, Matthias. Layup high off the glass, no. Rebound grab by Johnson, and we're going to have a travel violation. Matthias grabbing the loose ball, hit the ground. So the turnover over loose ball, if you will give the ball back to Valley City. With 7:29 to go, and ball knocked away by Matthias. Highlanders leading by 17. Half minute gone here in the second quarter. Cross court, Leak, Johnson. On the wing, Suffolk. Ginley. Try to pass it off. Ball knocked away. Stolen. Ties with the steal. Starts up the floor for the Vikings. Goes up top of the key. Dribbling in. Trying to kick it out there near side was Trenbeth. Now back here to the Vikings into the corner. Keller. Or to Kittleson. Now Keller. Keller off the right elbow. Nice backdoor pass. Layup good. Cajun with the bucket. Not the Kittleson assist. 23-8 Valley City. Here's Leak, lobbing it down low. Byerly off her fingertips. Keller picks up the loose ball and ties back the other way for Kindred. Stops, fakes the pass, goes back up top of the key. Cajun for three, rolls it off, no. Rebound, back up, and good on the putback by Kittleson. A 4-point mini run here for the Vikings, down within a baker's dozen, 23-10. 6:25 to go in the second quarter. Suffolk Kittle to Leak. Down low Johnson. Ryland tried to go in the lane to Byerly. Ball knocked away by Cajun. Loose ball picked up by the Vikings. Back the other way. Dribbling through a double team. Kittleson. Right of the lane, and she carried. So the turnover gets it back over to Valley City. As we approach 6 minutes left to go here in quarter number 2. Highlanders on top, 23-10. Now Emma will check in. Sorry about that, fans. When you're the president of the Lions Club, you get Lions calls in the middle of games. So had to step aside and take a quick phone call. Here's Leak off the steal. Bryn brings it down court to Coca. Cross court pass to Johnson off the skip. Now to Sepulcral in the quarter. Back off to tended for Johnson. Tipped away briefly by Mathias. Coca, whoop. Leak was cutting to the basket. Coca threw it to where she was, not to where she was going. And the turnover gives it over to Kindred. And Coach Tara Glant wants a timeout. Timeout taken by Valley City with 4:45 remaining here in this second quarter. This is going to be a full timeout. We'll step aside. 23-10, Highlanders leading. This is Highlander girls basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, 4:45 remaining second quarter. Valley City leading Kindred here in the junior varsity game, 23-10. Vikings ball in the backcourt. Keller, watched there by Coca, lobbed it up ahead into the front court, bring it across. Maddie double team there, tried to go down low and pass intended for Emma was knocked away and stolen. Back come the Highlanders. Sepulcral, cross court, Coca, layup, missed everything. Backside rebound, we're going to get a jump ball. Possession over to Kindred. So the ball goes over to the Vikings. Trailing by Baker's dozen, though they do have all 4 points here in the quarter. There's a foul in the backcourt on Valley City. That'll be on Mariah Freeze, her second. And that's team foul number 1 of the quarter on the Vikings, or on the Highlanders. Keller into the front court, right hand hip high dribble. Gets it out to Odegaard, then a reach and foul on Ryland Johnson, and as soon as she reached in, she knew it. Her second team. Inbounds here near sideline. Brought in by Trenbeth. Odegaard. Maddie. Back up off the elbow. Odegaard. Far side, Keller. Into the corner. Maddie brings it up top of the key. And then grabbed and driving the baseline. Emma drives in. Shot doesn't go. Rebound grabbed by Freeze. And the Highlanders back to the way with the ball and a 13-point lead. Far side, Coca, skip pass, Sepakul, left wing for three, good. There's Kinley Sepakul knocking down the first points of the game for herself and the first points of the quarter for the Highlanders. And we have a turnover on Kindred. Again, dribbling it out of bounds, so the ball goes over to Valley City. Back in the lineup for the Vikings, Lila Kindelson checking in. And Emma Mathias also back in now for the Vikings. Here's Freeze. Sepakul. Back over to Freeze. Sepakul playing catch on the perimeter. Now they'll get Coke involved. Baseline jumper. Overshoots everything. Backside rebound Freeze. Mariah gets it off to Sepakul. Stop pop. 17-footer off the rim, off the backboard. And Odegaard clears it off. And Nora Peterson is going to be called for the foul. Number 1 on Nora. Third team foul. Inbounds on the baseline here for Kindred. Driving in, Freeze off the steal, layup good. Mariah now with 7 off the steal and the layup. 28-18, Valley City, inside 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Odegaard kicks it near side. Maddie will take the 3 ball, off the mark. Rebound Keller, try to go back up. Reach in foul called on Nora Peterson. That'll be her second. 4th team foul. And Mallory Keller will go to the line and shoot 2. Off the mark on the first free throw. Another one to go here. Bryn Leak checking in, and in comes Kaylee Nielsen. Oh, that is good to see. And those that know the situation, giving Kaylee a little round of applause. And she's going to get on the floor, and there she goes right away, gets a rebound. Oh, yeah, that is great to see. Here's Freeze into the front court. Sepakul, far wing. Talik. Nielsen. Shoot it. Really get into the flow of the game. Sepakul. Baseline jumper, Freeze. No. Off the mark, rebound grabbed by Kittleson. Outlet to Keller, and stepping out of bounds on that far sideline was Odegaard. So the ball goes back over to the Highliners. Trenbeth comes back in for the Vikings. And Cage also checking back in the lineup. 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. 28-10 Valley City. Leak up top, Sepakul to Freeze. Skip pass, Leak. In the corner, Nielsen. 3-pointer by Kaylee. Up a little bit short. Rebound grabbed there by Cajun. Back to the way. Keller comes for the Vikings into the front court. Left-hand dribble. Keller, top of the key. Gets it out to Trenbeth. Trenbeth drives into the lane. Dumps it off Mathias. She'll take the long jumper from the right wing. No. And Freeze clears off another rebound for Valley City. Mariah, down-court pass. A little high for Sepakul. Out of bounds. And the turnover will give the ball back over to the Vikings. 1:51 here in the quarter. It's a 28-10 Highlander lead. Right-hand dribble across the timeline is Keller. On her pass, I think, with an element of surprise there to Kittleson. A loose ball picked up by KJ. Kittleson cutting through the lane. Good. Ooh, maybe that was a ruse, and it worked. 4 points for Kittleson. 28-12. Kittleson was laying on the ground at the top of the key after that misfire pass, but somehow got up, and she easily got to the layup. Here's Peterson. Far corner, Freeze. Mariah right side, past the arc. Skip pass to Leak. Off to Nielsen. 3-pointer from the right wing. Too hard off the back iron. A rebound, Kaja. She's going to be tied up. Jump ball. Possession to Valley City. It'll be Highliner ball. With 1:16 to go in the second quarter, 28-12. Here's the 3-pointer, Sepakul. Good. Off the inbounds, Kinley knocks down her second 3-pointer. 31-12 Valley City as we approach 1 minute remaining here in quarter number 2. Keller, far wing. Into the corner. Three-pointer there. Air ball backside rebound. Grabbed there by the Vikings. Dribble drive in the lane. Thies goes up with the right hand. Nope. Rebound to Freeze. Outlets it to Suffolk. Kinley into the front court. Here in the near wing. Back to Freeze. Back to Suffolk. She goes pass to Leak on the right side. Freeze, three-pointer right corner. Good. Mariah Freeze with a quick trigger. She's got 5 in the quarter, 10 for the game. 34-12, Valley City. Final 30 seconds of this second quarter. Keller into the front court. Right hand hip-high dribble. Into the lane. Backdoor pass there by Kittleson, and it was knocked away from Keisha and out of bounds. It will stay with Kindred. That'll bring Byerly in, Coca in. Peterson and Freeze will sit out. Inbounds on the baseline. Aja looking, still looking. Brings in, knocked away by Nielsen off the steal. Loose ball picked up by Coca, then bangs it off the leg of one of the Vikings. But Caja picks up the loose ball for Kindred. Back up top of the key, Mathias for 3. Long rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. It will be Valley City ball with 9.3 seconds remaining here in this first half. Highlanders on top, 34-12. Nielsen will get it to Suffolk. She'll bring it up the floor. Kinley across the timeline to Leak. Leak over to Coca. Back up top to Leak. To Suffolk. Three-pointer there at the horn. Back iron too hard. And that is the way our first half comes to a close. And your score at halftime, it's Valley City 34 and Kindred 12 in our junior varsity game here from the Hack. We'll be back with our halftime here from the Hack. This is Highlander girls basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Kindred will have the ball to start things here in the second half. Lila Kittleson's 4 points led the way for the Vikings in that first half. They had 6 in the first quarter, 6 in the second. Mallory Keller, Katie Odegaard, each had 2. And Matthias had 2, and Kaja had 2. And again, Kittleson with 4. And for the Highliners, Mariah Freeze had 10 to lead the way. Well, actually, she did not. Sky Nielsen had 12 to lead the way. 10 from Mariah Freeze. Kinley Suffolk with a couple 3-pointers for 6 points. And 2 points from Nora Peterson and 4 from Katie Koka. There's a bucket inside for Nielsen. She's got 14. And the Highliners lead it 36-12. Highlanders had 23 in the first quarter, 11 in the second quarter. And they have the ball trailing, or the Vikings have the ball trailing. Trenbeth inbounds to Odegaard. Odegaard in the backcourt. And there's a steal by Koka against Mallory Keller. Layup good. Foul counted. And Koka now with 6. A chance to get 7 as she'll go to the free throw line. Foul called there on Mallory Keller. That'll be her first team foul. So Koka at the line for the N1. Free throw? No. Too hard. Long rebound. Grabbed there by Kindred. Outlet back the other way. Matthias into the front court. Too far ahead of Keller and out of bounds. And the ball will go back over to Valley City. 7:23 to go. We're in quarter number 3. Highliners leading it 38-12. That now into the front court. Left-hand dribble goes to the right hand. Goes near side. There's a foul going to be called there on Trenbeth. Ivy will pick up her second. Team's second of the quarter. And they're looking for a Highliner to inbound it. It'll be Katie Koka. Will do the honors. Inbounds here near sideline. Off top to Glant. Our side Leak. Leak goes up to Glant. One dribble. Go to the near side. Koka. Skip pass. Johnson. Over to Leak. Back to Ryland. Baseline left. Ryland. Pass into the lane. Koka. Good. Katie Koka with 4 in the quarter, 8 for the game. Highlanders leading it 40-12. A 4-0 start, 6-0 start here in the quarter. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Glant. It will stay with Kindred. Inbound, baseline, near side. Brought in, backcourt, Kaja. She'll start up the far side. All the way down, pass a little far, but Keller did a nice job to grab it. Then Koka with the steal, took it away from Keller. Glant now into the front court for Valley City. Picks up the dribble. Wraparound pass, down low. Nielsen through the lane, off the hands of Johnson. Grabbed by Koka, back to Johnson. Triple teamed, kicks it out to Leak. Over to Koka, 3-pointer in front of her bench, off the rim. Rebound on the floor and controlled by Trenbeth. Off the Kaja, and we're going to have a foul called on Valley City. That'll be on Bryn Leak. That'll be number 1 on Bryn. First team foul of the quarter on Valley City. And the Vikings will get the inbounds. Trenbeth into the far side to Kaja. Kaja, ball knocked away. Picked up by Koka. Top of the key. Glant for 3. Glass it in. Didn't call bank, but we'll give it to her because she's on our side. 43-12. Highliners lead. There's a near steal. And Matthias can't find the handle. We're going to get a foul on the loose ball. Glant was there and Koka. That'll be called on Kinsey Glant. That'll be her first. Second team. And with 6:09 to go in the quarter, Valley City leading by 31. Keller into the front court. Left-hand dribble near side. Yeah, all the way down. Baseline. Kicks it out. Matthias on the wing. Knocked away by Johnson. And both hit the deck hard. The ball rolls out of bounds and picked up there by Nora Peterson. She'll check in along with Mariah Freeze coming in for Valley City. Nielsen and Leak will sit down. And checking in, Ava will check in the lineup here for the Vikings. And inbound it, Keller. Keller, far side. Left-hand dribble. Up top. Maddie. Over to Emma. Ball knocked away, stolen. Here comes Johnson. Ryland all the way down. Layup, good. Ryland Johnson goes coast to coast off the steal and the layup for Valley City. And it's 45-12 Highliners. Up top, left-hand dribble. We got to reach in there on Nora Peterson. Nora just picked up her third personal, 13 foul. And the Vikings will get the inbounds on the far sideline. Tennille Bacco, the head coach of the junior varsity. Coach Sam Brandt now joining him on the bench, the head coach of the varsity. And the ball tipped, loose ball foul called on Valley City. Mariah Freeze is going to pick up her third personal foul, fourth team. And the free throw up and good. Second free throw forthcoming. The right-hander spins, sends it, and off the mark there for Maddie. She got 1 out of 2. And the Vikings, though, get the ball back off the loose ball. Keller up top, right-hand dribble. Crossover to the left hand. Hands it off to Emma. Emma circles around, right of the lane, all the way through. Layup, no, rolls off. Johnson rebounds to Freeze. Outlets it ahead to Glant. Glant now into the front court for Valley City. Kaylee Nielsen will check in. Next opportunity. Here's a three-pointer. Right wing for Freeze. Off the mark. A little too long. Rebound on the floor and controlled by the Vikings. Back to the way. Off the rebound by Emma. Eva. She overthrows. Peterson grabs the loose ball for the Vikings to Freeze. Coca dribble drive off the glass. Halfway down comes out. And Acacia clears the rebound. And there's a travel, but nothing called. At least maybe not. The official was right there. So no travel call. And up top, Keller. Dribble drive all the way through. Scoop shot doesn't go for Ava. Rebound, Peterson. Now off to Glant. Glant will start up the floor for Valley City. 4:15 to go here in this third quarter. Johnson has the ball stripped. Ava comes up with a loose ball. And then Maddie has it knocked away. She regains control. Driving in, try to kick it out. Stolen there by Johnson. Riley gets it off to Peterson. Peterson had Freeze ahead of her, but couldn't get the handle on the ball to get a good pass. Glant. Coca. Left wing three. Short. Rebound. Maddie knocked into the hands of Johnson off of Peterson. Loose ball grabbed there by Emma for Kindred. And she'll start up the floor. Pass over. Maddie driving in. Blocked there by Coca. Out of bounds. It will be Kindred ball. Kaylee Nielsen will check in along with Bryn Leak for Valley City. Emma Mathias will check in along with Kate Odegaard. They'll come in here for Kindred. 3:42 to go third quarter. Valley City leading it 45-13. And ball kicked and out of bounds. It'll be Highlander ball. Actually was lost out of bounds by Kindred. So the Vikings will bring it up. Highlanders bring it up. Glant, Leak all the way alone. Driving in. Good for the easy two off the right side. Bryn Leak with her first two. 47-13 Valley City. Mathias, far side. Backs up on the wing. Circles back around free throw line. Back up top to Ava. Hagee gives it off to Odegaard. Kate Odegaard to the free throw line. Picked up the dribble. Far side, Ava. On the wing. Up top, Emma. Emma to the free throw line. Dribbling in, dribbled off her foot. And it'll go over to Valley City. That'll bring Byerly in. Sarah Byerly will check in here for the Highliners. Rylan Johnson will sit down. And here comes Kinsey Glant bringing the ball up the floor for Valley City with 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Far side. Freeze. Top of the key, Leak to Glant. Left elbow, right elbow. Leak up top, driving into the lane. Lost it, grabbed it, dumps it off to Freeze. Freeze on the right wing, back up to Leak. One dribble to Freeze. Right corner three, good. Three ball from Mariah Freeze. First points of the quarter. She's got 13 for the game. 50-13. Valley City, 2:30 remaining in quarter number 3. Far side, Emma dribbling in, right of the lane, around Glant. Goes up strong. Shot, back iron, no. Freeze controls the rebound for Valley City. Gets it off to Glant. Kinsey will bring the ball into the front court. Pass off to Leak. Leak into the corner. Baseline, dribble drive. Nielsen up and under. Shot up, nope. Rebound on the floor. Grabbed there by Kindred. Ava has it, outlets it to Maddie. Maddie into the front court. Right-hand dribble all the way down. Trying to go coast to coast and a reach in there on Valley City. And that's going to be called on Kaylee Nielsen. That'll be number 1. 15 foul. We're shooting free throws here, kids. Well, I have 5, but we'll say there's only 4 on the Highlanders. So a nice round of applause. Inbounds comes in. Keller. Top Odegaard to Keller. Mallory circles around right of the lane. Dumps it off back into the corner. And the ball knocked away from Treadbeth and into the hands of Keja. Back up top, Matthias. Left of the lane, 14 on the shot clock. Far side, Keller. Keller driving through. Shot up, short. Freeze, rebound. Here come the Highlanders. Glant. 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Leak to Peterson. To Leak, top of the key, Freeze. Mariah to Leak. Back up top, Glant. Three-pointer right of the top of the key, off the rim. There's going to be a foul on Mariah Freeze. That'll be her 4th. That is now the 5th team foul. And it was an offensive foul. It was a loose ball foul. I thought there should be free throws, but I am mistaken. Offensive foul. And no free throws. Here comes Kindred. There we go. Thank you, Matt. Matt came to the scores table and double-checked as they were coming up the floor that it was the 5th team foul. So Emma Matthias will go to the line and shoot 2 here for the Vikings. I might have to go to class with Matt and just have him teach me officiating 101 so I know all the rules instead of thinking I do. Free throw, nope. Nielsen. Or check that. That was Coca that checked in for Valley City. And the second free throw, Matthias, a little too hard. Leak reaches out, grabs the rebound for Valley City. Here's Glant as we approach the final minute here of this third quarter. Far corner, Coca, three-pointer, left side, off the rim. Rebound, Keller. Vikings back to the way. Mallory will bring it across the timeline. Pass underneath Odegaard. Double team. She'll go to the court of Matthias and trouble. 51.3 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. And checking in, Josie Haas will check in the lineup here for the Vikings. Final 50 seconds of the third quarter. Glant into the front court. Bounce it near side, Coca. Coca circles around, run in the lane, teardrop, too hard off the back iron. Rebound, up and good. Nora Peterson with the putback. She's got 4. 15-13, Valley City. So far have kept Kindred to just a free throw here in this third quarter. Shot clock is off. Keller, near side, Haas. Back up top, Odegaard. Odegaard to Haas, top of the key. Freeze, driving in. Is a Trenbeth, blocked there by Byerly and out of bounds. 10.3 seconds to go. And inbounds for Kindred on the baseline. Brought in, grabbed by Keller. Final 8 seconds of the quarter. Top of the key, Matthias for 3. Too hard off the back iron. Rebound Byerly. Over to Glant. 2 second, 1 second, and she'll not get his shot off. And that is the end of the third quarter. The score at 3 quarters in our junior varsity game. It's Valley City 52, Kindred 13. We're back with more Highlander girls basketball from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, Valley City leading 52-13 as we start the final 8 minutes. We'll have running time here in the fourth quarter. Which means we're going to be pretty much right on time for the varsity at 7 o'clock. Leak up top, Suffolk. Back over to Leak. Peterson. Try to go inside to Johnson. Ball knocked away. Picked up by Trenbeth. She'll start up the floor. All the way down to the free throw line. Back up top. Caja. Near side, Keller. Keller in the left wing. Circles around. Back into the corner. Back onto the wing. Ava. Over to Trenbeth. Driving through. Mathias, runner in the lane with the right hand. Too hard. Rebound, Peterson to Johnson. Now Leak. Bryn will bring it up the floor. 7:20 to go here in quarter number 4. Valley City on top by 39. In the lane, right into the hands of Mathias on the steal. 1 on 3. She wants the baseline. Leak cuts her off there. Back onto the wing to Keller. Up top, three-pointer. Caja, front rim, no. Byerly rebound to Leak. Back come the Highliners. Bryn bring it across the timeline. Cross-court pass to Suffolk. Far corner, Peterson. Nora, quick jumper. Back iron, no. Tip, Johnson into the hands of Mathias, and the Vikings will come back to the way. Ivy Trenbeth, right hand hip high dribble. Free throw extended, right side. Onto the corner, circling all the way around. Coming back is Caja. Lost it in the lane. Peterson picks it up. Nora needs some help. Lodds it near side. Here's Leak. Leak comes across. Cross-court pass to Suffolk. Far side, Peterson to Suffolk. Back here to Leak in the corner. Johnson in the lane, Peterson. One dribble through double team. Shot no, foul called. And Nora will go to the free throw line and take 2 charity tosses. So Nora 0 for 3 at the line tonight. They're 0 for 2, pardon me. 2 points. And the right-hander free throw is up and off. Another one to go. The JVers that play varsity are heading to the locker room, getting ready with Coach Jimmy Howard. 5:54 to go in this one. Free throw, good. Nora gets 1 out of 2. She's got 5. 53-13, Valley City. Across the timeline, Keller. Mathias here near side. Ava. Tried to go far corner. That went off the hands of Suffolk. That'll bring Freeze and Glant in for Valley City. Peterson and Suffolk will sit down. And Suffolk will immediately go into the locker room to get ready for the varsity. Inbounds near corner. Mathias, left side 3, no. Rebound, Byerly, off the Freeze, over to Glant. Kinsey will start up the floor. Right hand hip by dribble. She comes across the logo for Valley City. Picked up the dribble. The Leak. Near side. Johnson. Back intended for Leak. Ball knocked away. Mathias with the steal. Here comes Emma. All the way down. Layup. No. And then saved by Glant. Johnson, nice job to keep him going out of bounds. Glant needs some help. She'll get it off the Leak. Leak past the Freeze. Left side. And her pass was tipped. Loose ball grabbed by Mathias, and then and she just picked up her 5th foul, did Mariah. She was trying to get out of the way, ended up pushing her down inadvertently, but a foul going to be called. So Mariah has fouled out with 13 points. At the conclusion of this game, we're going to stop our video stream for this JV game and get right into our varsity stream. And during that, we'll give you during the varsity pregame, we'll recap what happened in this junior varsity game. So again, as soon as this junior varsity game wraps up, we'll be cutting down the stream for our JV game and starting up our varsity stream on our YouTube channel here on the Highlander TV Network. Loose ball picked up by Glant for Valley City. We hit the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter. Comes across the timeline. Glant to Leak. Up top to Peterson. Far side, Johnson. Entry pass, Byerly. Backs her way in, kicks it back out. Glant, jumper, good. Kinsey Glant with the two-pointer. She's got 5. 55-13. Highliners, 3:37 to go in the quarter. And in the game. On the far side, dribble drive. Emma driving in. Shot, no. Peterson rebound. Tried to hand it off to Glant. Emma steals it. Goes back up. No. Rebound is controlled by Valley City's Sarah Byerly. And into the front court comes Glant. Right-hand hip-high dribble. To Leak. Far side, Peterson. Up top, Johnson. Ryland back to Peterson. Nora down low. Byerly back into the corner. Johnson gets it up to Glant. Now to Leak. Here to the near side, Peterson. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Johnson, one dribble. Glant, left wing three. Off the, rolled off. It looked like it was going to go off the mark, but then just rolled off. Rebound grab by Maddie, and she starts up the floor. Left-hand dribble for Kindred. Maddie starting in. Takes it onto the wing. Back to Maddie. Into the corner. Got it back from Jersey. Here to the near side. Driving through, and a whistle there as Josie Haas was driving. That foul going to be called on Nora Peterson. It's going to be number 4 on Nora. Team foul number 2 on Valley City. That'll bring Kaylee Nielsen back in. Inbound will be on the baseline. Christina will bring it in. And the ball knocked away, and Christina was standing out of bounds when she grabbed it. So the turnover will get the ball back over to Valley City. As we hit the 2-minute mark left to go here in this fourth quarter, Highliners up 55-13. Glant up top for Valley City, cutting through Nielsen. To Peterson, up top Glant, near side Leak. Lobbing it inside, Johnson, ball knocked away, loose ball up top, grabbed by Peterson. Gets it over to Nielsen. Kaylee driving in the lane, goes up strong, shot no, hits the deck. Everybody holds their collective breath, and she gets up with a slight limp. Gives a thumbs up. She's fine. Now she'll go to the free throw line. And she will get 2 charity tosses here. Free throw is up. Short. Another one to go. Come on, kiddo. Get it in there. Let's go. Let's get a point here in your return game. Dad is standing underneath the basket. Now he'll back up onto the baseline as she has a second free throw. Free throws up. Short again. Just a little bit of oomph there. And loose ball grabbed by Johnson. Gets it back to Nielsen. Over to Leak. We had a minute 15 left to go. Down low. Peterson up top. Glant. Over to Leak far side. She'll get one dribble. Back up top to Nielsen. Kaylee dribble drive. Jump pass. Glant. Backing away in is Nielsen. Glant will go up top to Johnson. Far side Leak. 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Highlander JV will pick up the W here tonight. Top the key. Nielsen fakes the shot. Dribble drive. Too hard off the back, off the blackboard. And the rebound grab there by Peterson. I think it said blackboard. I meant backboard. Jersey G with the rebound. She'll come into the front court. And then it rolls away from her. And it went off of one of the Highliners. So that will stay with Kindred. As we hit 30 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Valley City up 55-13. And the shot clock now goes off. It comes all the way up top. And, of course, because it was an inbounds, it could have gone into the backcourt. No worries. And the ball knocked away, and that was knocked away by Nielsen. It will stay with Kindred. Final 10 seconds here of this JV game. Again, we're going to shut down our stream, and then we'll recap this junior varsity game on the varsity pregame. Valley City will win it here tonight. The final score is Valley City 55, Kindred 13. So we're going to shut down our video stream here in this one, and we'll get ready for the varsity game. So just go to our channel on our YouTube channel. That's got the varsity game, and we'll be ready to go. Again, final here, 55-13. Highliners win the JV game. We'll talk more about this during our varsity pregame show. This is Highliner Girls Basketball on the Highliner Activity Network.